And a political battle has erupted in the United States over the Trump administration's actions against USAID. Dozens of USAID senior officials have been put on leave. Thousands of its contractors have been laid off. As the State Department takes over the humanitarian agency, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, as its director. A group of about a dozen congressional Democrats on Monday afternoon were blocked from entering the agency's headquarters in Washington. The group engaged in a brief exchange with security officials as they were told that the front office of the administrator of USAID was not available to meet. The lawmakers said that they were working to file legal proceedings to stop Trump administration from undoing USAID. Also, they claim that Trump's aide and Tesla's CEO Elon Musk has taken over the federal government.
They shut down agencies illegally, and sure, first it was USAID, but they are now systematically going into the Small Business Administration, the Department of the Treasury, and they will not stop until they believe they have total control over spending.
An unelected shadow government is conducting a hostile takeover of the federal government. Last Friday, DOJ forcefully gained access to the Treasury Department's payment systems and to the most sensitive information of virtually every U.S. citizen.
In 1961, Congress passed the Foreign Assistance Act, and then President John F. Kennedy set up USAID as an independent agency, as he wanted a more efficient way to counter Soviet influence abroad through foreign assistance. However, the agency outlived the Soviet Union, which fell in 1991. In the decades since, Republicans and Democrats fought over the agency and its funding. Republicans pushed to give the State Departments, which used to provide overall foreign policy guidance to USAID until now, more control of its policy and funds, while Democrats promoted the agency's autonomy. The agency employs around 10,000 people, two-thirds of whom work overseas. It has bases in more than 60 countries and works in dozens of others. And according to government data, USAID has a $40 billion budget. After Republicans seized power from Democrats and Trump returned to the White House, one of his first actions was signing an executive order, pausing almost all international spending for 90 days while a review could be carried out. A memo was then issued by the State Department, which halted the vast majority of work being done by USAID on ground. The worst affected would be Sub-Saharan Africa, which received more than $6.5 billion in humanitarian assistance from the US last year. The aid community is struggling to get the full picture. How many programs have shut? But Latin America is already facing ramifications. In Mexico, a busy shelter for migrants in southern Mexico has been left without a doctor. A program to provide mental health support for LGBTQ+ youth fleeing Venezuela was disbanded. Tensions between the White House and USAID escalated over the weekend when officials working for Elon Musk, who Trump has tasked with identifying spending cuts in the federal budget, were allegedly denied access to secure financial data to USAID headquarters. Then later on social media, Musk said that he went into the details of USAID with Trump and that he agreed that it should be shut down. But then the government announced that the State Department has taken over USAID. Confirming the takeover and his appointment as the director of USAID, Rubio accused it of acting as if it were an independent, non-governmental entity, alleging that in many cases, it was involved in programs that run counter to the national strategy. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt went into the details about this later as well.
If you look at the waste and abuse that has run through USAID over the past several years, these are some of the insane priorities that organization has been spending money on. $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbia's workplaces, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia, $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. I don't know about you, but as an American taxpayer, I don't want my dollars going towards this crap.